Welcome back to the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Let them make the run to the dump for you. Call Roseburg Disposal at 673-7122. Finally got the video stream up and rolling. It's crazy when technology just crashes on you right before the start of the game. Entire laptop just shut down. And so ultimately had to restart everything, got it up and rolling, and we are off and rolling here today. First pitch is scheduled for 12:35. We got a pregame interview brought to you by Evergreen Family Medicine. Expect the unexpected at Evergreen Family Medicine. Serving Roseburg, Myrtle Creek, and Sutherland, Evergreen offers more than traditional primary care. You can always expect more from Evergreen. Tegan Sprague, he had an opportunity to sit down and talk with Joey Keyran the other day. Here is that interview with Joey and Tegan Sprague. Yep, I know. Back here at Swede Johnson Stadium, Nat Urescu with you this afternoon. The Roseburg Dr. Stewart's taking on the Washington Dirtbags. The Dirtbags 12-15 on the season. The Dr. Stewart's 10-11. The coaches are meeting right now. First pitch was scheduled for 12:35. It looks like we're going to start a little bit later than scheduled. Nonetheless, that gives us a little bit more time to write in the lineup. Literally 1 minute ago, just got the lineup for the Dirtbags in between that break. And so it's been a little bit chaotic ahead of this game. Apparently, the Dirtbags had to rewrite their lineup ahead of this game. Nonetheless, we are here for this matchup between the Dr. Stewarts and the Dirtbags. The Dr. Stewarts an opportunity to get to 500 for the first time this season. They've had a couple of opportunities to reach that 500 point, but they have not been able to pull it off. But today, 10-11, they are with a chance to make it 11-11. As a team that started the season 0-6 and has slowly but surely crawled their way back as they are facing off against the Dirtbags today. Yesterday, the Dirtbags, they were at Hamlin Sports Complex facing off against the Ole Athletics. After that game, they actually got to stay at Hamlin and go to the Springfield Drifters game. Again, we've been giving out Springfield Drifters tickets throughout the season. If you follow us on social media at 1490 The Score, every Tuesday and Thursday, we're giving out free Springfield Drifters tickets, and they got some free tickets yesterday from the Drifters. They were at the game yesterday. I was at the game as well. I was broadcasting that game for the Drifters, and it was quite the game over there, and they had the opportunity to go to the game as fans, and they were the special guests yesterday. I was talking to their head coach about it, and he said it was a crazy experience. He had played in the WCL, and he had never seen something like that. It was the first ever sellout in Springfield Drifter history with 2,500 fans in attendance. Again, this is the Drifters that played down in Roseburg for that non-league game against the Medford Rogues. And so the Dirtbags making the most of their week down here in the South Willamette Valley. They're originally from Duval, Washington, out in the Seattle area, mainly out towards the east side of Seattle. Nonetheless, they have made the trip down. There's teams from all different areas here at this Papa's Pizza tournament. So still writing in the lineups as we speak. Do have the starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Leading things off for the Docs, it's going to be Paxton Burke, Logan Anderson, the second baseman in the 2 spot. Cal Robbins, the catcher, batting third. Daniel Withers, the DH, in the 4 spot. Taj Flora is batting fifth, the right fielder. Dane St. Clair is batting sixth, the center fielder. Jake Johnson, the third baseman, batting seventh. Tanner Wirtz, the first baseman, batting eighth. And Ryan Shaver is the left fielder. On the other side, for the Dirtbags, Quinn Larson is going to be leading things off. The shortstop, Luke Thompson, is the second baseman, batting second. Noah Vandervoort is the DH, batting third. Brennan Davia is the third baseman, batting fourth. Carter Smith at first base, batting fifth. Clyde Umshid is the second baseman, batting sixth. Miles Trotter is the right fielder, batting seventh. Tyler Questad is the catcher, batting eighth, and Alex Gillen is the center fielder in the 9 spot. Riley Cheney is on the mound. The right-hander from Roseburg High School gets set here in inning number 1. First pitch comes in for a strike, and it's a 12:40 start here at Swede Johnson Stadium. Current temperature 70 degrees and sunny, a perfect day for baseball. 1-0 pitch, it's grounded foul, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Cheney gets the start today for the Dr. Stewarts. Quinn Larson, the shortstop at the plate. Larson from Cedar Crest High School. Swings and fouls off the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Larson is committed to Chemeketa Community College, so a future NWAC baseball player. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. It hits him. So a hit by pitch will put a runner at first base for the Dirtbags here in the top of the first. Brings up Luke Thompson, the second baseman. Another Cedar Crest prospect. Thompson, another guy heading off to the NWAC. He's committed to Bellevue Community College after an impressive season at the varsity level for Cedar Crest High School. That is out in the area where the Dirtbags are based out of. So a runner at first. Cheney working out of the stretch. First pitch, it's grounded foul. 0-1 to the third base side. Snowballs and 1 strike to Luke Thompson. Cheney again, a 7 strikeout performance in his last outing. That was against Idaho Falls on Sunday. Throw back towards first base, and back there safely is Larson. It's been a busy week for the Dr. Stewarts. They had the doubleheader here at Swede Johnson last Wednesday. 1 game on Thursday, 2 games on Friday. Cheney delivers a pitch that hits the back of Thompson. Back-to-back hit by pitches to start. 2 aboard for the Dirtbags. 1 game on Thursday down to Eagle Point. 2 on the Friday, then Saturday, 1 game. Sunday, 1 game. Doubleheader on Monday and Tuesday at Champion Car Wash Field. Then games yesterday and on Wednesday. Back here today. Been a long stretch of games for the Dr. Stewarts. Out to talk things over with Cheney is Cal Robbins, the catcher, defensively today. Ryan Shaver out in left field. Dane St. Clair in center field. Taj Flora in right. Jake Johnson is at third base. Paxton Burke at shortstop. Logan Anderson is at second. Tanner Wirtz is at first. And Robbins catching behind the plate. 2 on, nobody out for Noah Vandervoort. Vandervoort from O'Day Catholic High School in Seattle. Prestigious prep school. Cheney's first pitch, in for a strike, 0-1. Cheney's at his best when he's pounding the zone and just throwing it in there. Did a lot of that in the game against Idaho Falls. No walks and just 1 hit by pitch. The 0-1 bounces in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Overall on the season for Cheney, 14 innings pitched. This is second start. 5th appearance. He's 0-2. 13 earned runs. 14 strikeouts. Just 3 walks. Robbins out for another meeting with Cheney. Special thanks to our sponsor, Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. So Robbins retreats back to the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dimensions at this ballpark, 320 down the left field line, 390 to center field in the power alleys, and 330 to right field. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 on and nobody out. The pitch from Cheney is a breaking ball, swing and a miss, 1-2. Got the curveball rolling against the Idaho Falls team on Sunday. Did a good job switching speeds, keeping them on their toes. An opportunity for his first strikeout. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks back towards second, now kicks and fires. And it's off speed again, outside, 2-2. So the Docs looking to respond after a loss yesterday. 5-2 against the Spanish Springs team from Nevada. Pitch down and inside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Won 6-5 against the Portland Baseball Club on Wednesday. On Tuesday, a loss 6-9 to the Eugene Challengers in game number 1. Game number 2, a walk-off grand slam by Dane St. Clair. Genie steps off the mound, looks back towards second. And now we'll get back on the bump. And before that, Logan Anderson comes in from second base to chat with him. So a couple of discussions, one with Cal Robbins and now one with Logan Anderson. Leadership skills by Anderson. The UVC grad just won the state title this past season with the Monarchs. Full count pitch upcoming to Vandervoort. The pitch bounces in, gets past Robbins. Both runners will advance regardless. So 2 hit by pitches and a walk will load them up for the Dirtbags here in the top of the first inning. Not the start that Riley Cheney wanted. And Brennan Davia will come to the plate. As now AJ Doolittle will go out and talk things over with Cheney. Doolittle, the pitching coach once again for the Dr. Stewarts. A lively guy. Gotta wonder what this conversation is like after the 2 hit by pitches and a walk. Trying to calm him down and do his thing. Typically, he's in the zone. Genie was with the Dr. Randall single-A baseball team last season. Got the call up this year to go pitch for the Dr. Stewarts. Was an outfielder with the Indians during the spring. Pitched a little bit more than he played in the outfield. Primarily a pitcher with the Dr. Stewarts this summer, and they certainly need pitchers. It's getting to that point in the season where almost everybody is an option. We've seen Paxton Burke dial up some pitches. Logan Anderson got into games. It's kind of what's expected at this point. You need some arms, and when you're playing so many baseball games in so many days, kind of got to utilize everybody on the roster. Bases loaded for Davia as he takes the pitch for a strike. 0-1. Davia, the third baseman today. Corner of the infield comes in. Middle of the infield playing at double play depth. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball down and away. Got him to chase. Genie gets ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. So whatever Doolittle said to him, seemingly paying off so far in the first 2 pitches. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch from Cheney. Chased down and away. Did he go around? Yes, he did. It's a strikeout for Cheney as he gets a much-needed first out on the board with the bases loaded here in the top of the first.
Now batting for the Dirtbags, number 23, first baseman Carter Smith.
Brings up Carter Smith. So Smith stands in for the Dirtbags. Right-handed hitter into the box. Black shooter sleeve on the right arm. Genie's first pitch to him. It's popped in the air out towards center field. St. Clair under it. He'll make the catch. Tagging at third base is Larson. The throw comes home. It's cut off on the play by Wirtz. And in to score is Larson. The Dirtbags take the lead 1-0 in the top of the first inning on a sacrifice fly by Carter Smith. The sac fly, RBI brings in the game's first run. Advancing to third base on the play is Luke Thompson as the throw came in towards home plate. So runners on the corners. 1 run, no hits so far for the Dirtbags. And here's Clyde Umscheid as this is grounded towards the left side. Diving play not made by Johnson, and it finds its way into the outfield. That's the first hit of the game as Umscheid has an RBI single. That brings in Thompson. Vandervoort advances to second, and it's 2-0. The Dirtbags with the lead. First hit of the game brought to you by MSK True Value. Make sure your summer projects are a hit with a stop by the MSK family of stores in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. 2 umpires discussing something. Genie readjusts his pants on the mound. Doolittle is coming out once again, having a conversation with Cal Robbins. And now maybe he'll have a talk with the umpires. Not sure what that was all about.
Now batting number 21, right fielder Miles Trotter.
Either way, 2 outs, 2 on. And brings up Miles Trotter, the right fielder. First pitch, Trotter takes it outside, 1-0. So Vandervoort at second. Umscheid is at first. 1 ball, no strikes to Trotter. Here's the pitch. It's taken low. 2 balls and no strikes. Dr. Stewart's today wearing their blue jerseys. Orange Dr. Stewart's written across the chest with the white trim. Gray pants, blue socks, the blue caps with the orange brims for the Dr. Stewart's. 2-0 pitch. Foul back, 2-1. Dirtbags today wearing white jerseys, white pants, black stirrup socks with black numbers, black caps as well for the Dirtbags. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Genie. Lifted in the air out towards right center field. It's in the alleyway and it's down for a base hit. Trouble with it in right field for Flora as he finally corrals it and throws it into second base. Sliding in there safely is Trotter. It's an RBI double, and the Dirtbags extend the lead. It is 3-0 here in the top of the first inning. Advancing to third base is Umscheid, as that's the second hit and another RBI. RBIs this season brought to you by Umpqua Bank. Whether it's great deals on investment, saving on loans and lines of credit, or personal banking with no overdraft fees, you can cash in with Umpqua Bank. Member FDIC. Stop by one of their 6 branches in Douglas County, in Roseburg, Sutherland, Myrtle Creek, and Canyonville. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position in the top of the first. Pitch is fouled back. 0-1 by Tyler Quested. So Genie with some trouble. Quite the different start for Genie than he had a week ago against Idaho Falls. 0-1, a pop-up towards the right side of the infield. Anderson, the second baseman, just into the grass, makes the catch for the final out. Well, 2 are left stranded after 2 hits. 3 runs, no errors. We head to the bottom of the first inning. The Dr. Stewart's coming up to hit on the other half of this break here on 541radio.com. And the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Bottom of the first inning, it is 3-0. The Dirtbags with the lead. Starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewart, Paxton Burke leading things off, followed by Logan Anderson, the second baseman. Cal Robbins, the catcher, batting third. Daniel Withers, the DH, batting fourth. Taj Flores, the right fielder, batting fifth. Dane St. Clair, the center fielder, in the sixth spot. Jake Johnson, the third baseman today, batting seventh. Danner Wirtz in the eighth spot, and Ryan Shaver is the left fielder, batting ninth. They're facing off against Sean Lisons, a right-hander on the mound from Redmond. So the Redmond, Washington native gets the start for the Dirtbags. They are 12-15 on the season, facing off against the Dr. Stewarts, who are 10-11. So Lisons, a guy that just graduated high school, class of the 2025, at Redmond. And he'll get the start. Defensively, you got Quinn Larson at shortstop, Brennan Davia at third base. At second base, it's Luke Thompson. At first base, Carter Smith. Miles Trotter in right field. In center field, Alex Gillen. In left, it is Clyde Umscheid. And Tyler Questad is the catcher behind the plate. First pitch here in the bottom of the first is a hack and a miss by Paxton Burke, 0-1. Burke, the shortstop switch hitter, leading things out for the Dr. Stewarts. They trail by 3. Pitch is hit up the middle, one hopper towards second. Thompson backhands, throws towards first, and retires Burke for out number 1. One out, nobody on in this 3-0 ball game, and it brings up Logan Anderson, the second baseman. The offense looks to get going after a total of 3 runs came in on 2 hits in the inning for the Dirtbags. First pitch to Anderson. Takes it high, 1-0. Anderson again won the 2A, 1A title this past season with the Monarchs from Umpqua Valley Christian, a .333 hitter this season with 3 doubles, a triple, and 5 RBIs. Takes the 1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes from Lisons. Anderson, a guy that just graduated high school as well. He's weighing his college options. Looks like he's going to go play in the NWAC. 2-0, grounder up the middle. Fielding it is the shortstop Larson, and he dropped it after momentarily collecting it. So it's going to go down as an error. Anderson is going to reach first base. No first hit for the Docs, but a runner at first base for Cal Robbins, who crushed a home run yesterday. Robbins, it was his second home run of the season, the team leader in RBIs this year with 19. Takes the first pitch, a fastball outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Heading into his junior season, also batting .333 this season. 2 doubles, a triple, and the 2 home runs. 1-0 pitch, taken for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Robbins. Going to wrap up his high school baseball career in Lewiston, Idaho. His dad, Jeremiah, just recently took the LC State job. So his last summer in a Dr. Stewart's uniform. 1-1 pitch, it's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Three to nothing. A couple of RBI hits, Clyde Umscheid and Miles Trotter in the top half of the inning for the Dirtbags. 2-1 pitch, it's outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Dirtbag uniforms kind of looking like Long Beach State. Also the Dirtbags in baseball. The black caps with the white jerseys. 3-1, Robbins takes it low. Oh, he was halfway up the first base line, and the home plate umpire called strike 2. A little bit late of a strike call, nonetheless. Robbins will stand in, nonetheless, with a expanded strike zone you can imagine. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounder towards the right side. At second base, it's Thompson. Flips it 2 for 1. The throw to first base. Not in time. Just a fielder's choice play. 2 away. As Anderson's out at second. Bang, bang play, but Robbins, with his sneaky speed, legs it out.
Now batting for the Doc Stewarts, the designated hitter, number 10, Daniel Withers.
So brings up Daniel Withers. 2 outs in the bottom of the first, 3-0. Washington with the lead. First pitch, Withers takes it for a strike, upper outer corner. Dr. Stewart's didn't agree with the call. Snowballs and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball high, 1-1. Withers this season, batting .262 with 17 hits, 7 doubles, and a home run. Swings and misses at the 1-1 pitch, 1-2. Young man that just finished his first season at Umpqua Community College. One of the veteran players on this team. The 1-2 offering. Popped in the air out towards center field. Gillen is back. Squeezes the mitt for out number 3. 1 left stranded after 1 error, no runs and no hits. We're headed to the second, 3-0 the score. It is the Dirtbags with the lead here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Doc Stewarts. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Top of the second inning, it is 3-0. Washington with the lead against Roseburg. Special thanks to our sponsor, Flyway Travel. Contact the travel experts at Travel Leader, Flyway Travel, and make sure you have an agent in your corner. Call 541-672-5701. New pitcher in the game for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, it's Camden Hartzell. Into the game for Riley Cheney, just 1 inning pitch for Cheney. Hartzell's first pitch, it's outside. Alex Gillen, 1-0. Gillen, Quinn Larson, and Luke Thompson due up. Batters 9-1-2 in this top of the second inning with the Dirtbags leading by 3. Hartzell comes to the plate with a strike on the low outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike from the UCC pitcher. Pitch from Hartzell is cut on and miss. 1-2, former Roseburg Indian, playing at the collegiate level and back with the Dr. Stewarts after his first season last year. Waste no time, the 1-2 pitch. It is outside, 2-2. Cheney just 1 inning pitch with 2 hits, 3 runs, a walk, 2 hit by pitches, and a strikeout. Didn't have his command today. 1-0 pitch from Hartzell. It's outside. Scratch at 3 balls and 2 strikes as the pitch is outside. The payoff pitch, grounded towards the right side. At second, it's Anderson. Slowly collects and dials it up to first base for out number 1.
Fans, the new pitcher for the Roseburg Doc Stewarts, number 5, Camden Hartzell.
So a 4-3 ground out to Stewart. Brings up Quinn Larson, who is hit by a pitch.
Shortstop, Quinn Larson.
His first time up. It was 2 hit by pitches and a walk to begin the ball game for Cheney. Got himself into trouble right away and couldn't recover. First pitch, it's hit on one hop out towards second, under the mid of Anderson into right field. That'll go down as an error. So an E4 puts a runner at first base. First error of the game for the Dr. Stewarts. The Dirtbags did have an error in the bottom of the first. Didn't haunt them. So now Luke Thompson will stand in. A hit by pitch as well, his first time up. Doc's looking for a double play here. Wirtz holding on at first base. Hortzel out of the stretch. Delivers a breaking ball that swung on a miss. Throw goes down towards second, and beating him by a mile was Robbins with his throw. Larson out in plenty of time. He didn't even slide. The throw was so well from Robbins that Burke was waiting, and about a second and a half later, he was able to apply the tag. 2 outs and nobody on. Pitch is in for a strike. Pitch from Hartzell, down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hartzell nods his head, winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Camden as he has a unique 1-2-3 inning. No hits, no runs, 1 error, no one left stranded. We now head to the bottom of the second inning. It is 3-0, Washington with the lead here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Bottom of the second inning, special thanks to our sponsor, Winston Auto Care. Don't strike out with car troubles. Call Winston Auto Care at 541-679-8685. Your home team for auto repair for over 25 years. So the Dr. Stewarts with some work to do offensively, trailing by 3. Their second time to the plate, Taj Flora, Dane St. Clair, and Jake Johnson at batters 5, 6, and 7. First pitch from the right-hander in Lisons is a chopper towards left side. Charging in is Davia, the third baseman. His throw across the diamond beats the speedy Flora for out number 1. One out on the first pitch in the bottom of the second. 3-0, the Dirtbags with the lead, and it brings up Dane St. Clair, the hero. Earlier this week on Tuesday, a walk-off grand slam against the Eugene Challengers. St. Clair grounds the ball towards the left side. Pick it up is Larson, and it's under his mitt now. In towards left field. It looked like he was charging and was going to field it. And that's the second time that Larson has committed an error at the 6th spot. So the second error by the Dirtbags puts St. Clair at first with some speed. St. Clair, 6 stolen bases this season. Second on the team, just behind Paxton Burke. Here's Jake Johnson, the Southwest Conference Player of the Year. First pitch, Johnson takes up and away, 1-0. So 1 out, a runner at first in this 3-0 ball game. Doc still searching for their first hit. 1-0 pitch. Johnson takes a fastball for a strike, 1-1. Dirtbags coached by Dakota Nelson, a former pitcher at the University of Jamestown and Chemeketa. Scooter Tourn, also a Chemeketa and Jamestown alum, an assistant coach. 1-1 pitch. Down and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Tourn, a 2-time Gold Glover and first team All-League selection as a shortstop at Jamestown with the Jimmies. 2-1. Foul tipped into the mitt. 2-2. University of Jamestown out in North Dakota. Yesterday, the Dirtbags were at the Springfield Drifters versus Ridgefield Raptors game. The broadcaster for the Raptors, also from Jamestown. Popped in the air out towards the right side, and it goes out of play. Foul ball to Johnson. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll do it again. Their broadcaster, Patrick McCall, he didn't necessarily go to the University of Jamestown, but he got his first job in radio in Jamestown, back with the Ridgefield Raptors for his second season. So a couple of Pacific Northwest ties to Jamestown, North Dakota. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Jake. Called strike 3. Took a slider on the upper outer corner. And it's a strikeout for Lysen, his first. Brings up Danner Wirtz. 2 outs, a runner at first. In the bottom of the second inning, Dirtbags leading 3-0. First pitch, Wirtz chops the ball towards the first base side. Foul. 0-1. Wirtz heading into his sophomore season. Phenomenal freshman year with the Roseburg Indians. .231 hitter this season. 5 singles and a double with 3 RBIs. 0-1 pitch. Takes it above the letters, 1-1. A two-way player that's done a pretty good job pitching as well. Not only with the Indians, but also for the Dr. Stewarts this season. Leads the team in innings pitched this year and has a 1-0 record. 1-1 pitch. Fouls it back. 1-2. And that's probably where he projects more as a prospect moving forward as a pitcher. He's got good size. Good movement as well, and then threw that no-hitter against South Medford in the spring season. Pitches inside, trying to take off towards second at St. Clair. The throw is late as St. Clair ends up there, and Wirtz is at first.
Up the bat for the Doc Stewarts, number 15, left fielder Ryan Shaver.
Brings up Ryan Shaver. 2 on and 2 out in the bottom of the second. Shaver gets hit by a pitch, and the bases are loaded. So St. Clair will go to third. Wirtz goes to second. And Paxton Burke will come to the plate with the bases juiced. Tying run is at first base. An opportunity for the Docs to get back in this game. Infield meeting on the mound at this time. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC. Berkey's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Takes the pitch outside, 1-0. Burke this season, just 6 RBIs. Doesn't get a ton of opportunities as a leadoff hitter. 1-0 pitch. Burke chops it right back up the middle. Lysen's fields. He underhands it to first. And that's the inning. Well, no hits. 3 left stranded after 1 error in the inning. No runs overall for the Dr. Stewarts as we head to the third. 3-0 the score. It's the Dirtbags with the lead. Here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Top of the third inning, special thanks to our sponsor, DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop, as well as Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Cam Hartzell back on the bump, the right-hander from Umpqua Community College. We'll have to wait.
Check that number 1, Noah Vandervoort, leading off 4.
Noah Vandervoort is leading things off for the Dirtbags, followed by Brennan Davia and Carter Smith, the heart of the order. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Heart of the lineup brought to you by Floors by Design. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Hartzell. Slider that drops in for a strike, 0-2. Flooring is at the heart of every home, and Floors by Design is the premier location in Douglas County, offering the latest and greatest from the industry's leading manufacturers. 0-2 pitch. It's a chopper up the middle. Fielding it is Anderson. He goes to first and gets the out there for out number 1. Nice play by Anderson on the 4-3 ground out. You can visit roseburgflooring.com for more information. So 1 out, nobody on in the top of the third. 3-0. Washington with the lead. A 3-run first inning on 2 hits. Dirtbags looking for some more. Brennan Davia, the third baseman, takes a pitch for a strike. 0-1. Late strike call by the home plate umpire today. He's had a couple of those. Hartzell's 0-1 pitch. Slider. Good movement. In for a strike, 0-2. That looks like the stuff that I saw from Hartzell last summer when I first saw him with the Dr. Stewarts at the Coach K tournament. Pitch outside, 1-2. Remember his breaking ball, and he was in command in that tournament down at North Medford High School, Jim Maccabee Field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Popped in the air out towards shallow center field. St. Clair charges in. He's called off by Anderson. Burke was also in the vicinity. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the third.
Now batting, number 23, first baseman Carter Smith.
Brings up Carter Smith, a sac fly, RBI. His first time up. 2 outs and nobody on. Hartzell looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Did so last inning. After 1 batter reached on an error, Larson was caught stealing, and Thompson struck out to end the inning. Hartzell dials in a fastball that's cut on and miss. 0-1. Smith under the cut. The pitch high at the letters. Hartzell was about set to wide. Had to reset and now delivers. Pitch low, 1-1. Seems to be in a rhythm, not wasting any time. Has the stirrup socks on today. Hartzell takes a breath. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Has 1 more year of eligibility at the JUCO ranks at UCC. See where he goes after that. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a 3 up, 3 down inning for Camden Hartzell as he picks up his second strikeout to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's 3-0. Washington with the lead here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google-certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Bottom of the third inning, it is 3-0. Washington with the lead. The Dr. Stewart still searching for their first hit. They have batters 2, 3, and 4 due up here in the bottom of the third inning. Logan Anderson, Cal Robbins, and Daniel Withers. John Lysen has done a pretty good job so far for the Dirtbags. Has not allowed a hit through the first 2 innings. Worked himself out of a bases-loaded jam last inning after the bases were left loaded after an error and 2 walks. Rather a walk and a hit by a pitch. Nonetheless, the bases juiced. Pitches inside, 1 ball and no strikes to Anderson. He reached on an error back in the first inning. 2 errors today for the Dirtbags, both of them E6. 1-0 pitch. Anderson chops it towards the left side. Larson fields it this time cleanly, throws across the diamond, and beats Anderson. A good throw on the run for Larson as he makes up for some of those errors earlier in the game. Cal Robbins will stand in, reached on a fielder's choice play, his first time up in the first. Almost grounded into a double play, but was able to beat it out. Keep it just 1 out, with Anderson retired at second. Lysen will wind and deliver. Robbins flares it out in the infield towards the right side at first base. Smith comes in to make the catch right on the chalk for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Dr. Stewarts. And it brings up Daniel Withers. Withers a fly out to center field. Lysen at 30 pitches. This will be his 31st. Pitches in for a strike, 0-1 to Withers. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch to Withers. Taken outside, 1-1. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports. 1-1 pitch, rocketed down the left field line, and that's going to roll all the way towards the track. Withers is taking a turn towards 2, and he'll end up there with a stand-up double. Withers has the first hit of the game for the Dr. Stewarts. First hit is brought to you by MSK True Value. Make sure your summer projects are a hit with a stop by the MSK family of stores in Myrtle Creek and Tri-Cities. Brings up Taj Floro with an opportunity to drive in the first run of the game for the Dr. Stewarts with Withers in scoring position at second. First pitch taken outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Flora. Flora grounded out to third, his first time up. Just a slow chopper towards the left side. Davia, good play. Charging in and throwing it on the run. 1-0 pitch is down and away. It gets past the catcher in Questad. That allows Withers to take third. 2 balls and no strikes, and the Docs have a runner 90 feet away from scoring here in the bottom of the third. No breeze today here at Swede Johnson Stadium. Flag almost at a standstill in center field. 2-0 pitch. Up and inside. 3 balls and no strikes. Mainly blue skies. Scattered clouds in sight. Pitch to Flora is taken for a strike, 3-1. Lysen will wind and fire. 3-1 pitch is taken off the edge of the plate, and it will be a walk. Had to wait a second. This umpire's had a few of those late calls.
Up to bat for the Doc Stewarts, number 13, center fielder Dane St. Clair.
So now runners on the corners. 2 outs, 3-0 score. Here's St. Clair at the plate. Would represent the tying run. Again, had the home run against the Eugene Challengers, a grand slam for his first of the summer on Tuesday. Looking to keep the bat hot as he takes a pitch for a strike, 0-1. He said off the bat he thought it was going to be a ground rule double. Wind was blown out towards right field, and it kept carrying. 0-1, down and inside, 1-1. Not too many home runs at Champion Car Wash Field. Definitely a pitcher-friendly ballpark. 1-1 pitch. St. Clair drives the ball deep in the air out towards right field. Trotter on the run. He can't catch up to it. It's rolling all the way to the wall. St. Clair is digging for third. Both runs coming in to score. It's a stand-up triple for Dane St. Clair, and the Ducks are on the board. It's 3-2. He ripped it deep to right, and the Ducks have their second hit, and their first 2 RBIs, they go to Dane St. Clair. Again, RBIs this season brought to you by Umpqua Bank. Whether it's great deals on investments, saving on loans and lines of credit, or personal banking with no overdraft fees, you can cash in with Umpqua Bank. Member FDIC. Here's Jake Johnson. Opportunity to tie the game as the pitch is up and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. You can visit Umpqua Bank in one of their 6 branches in Douglas County, in Roseburg, Sutherland, Myrtle Creek, and Canyonville. 1-0 pitch. It is taken low. 2 balls and no strikes. Johnson, a strikeout looking his first time up. Tying run at third base. A little bit of a 2-out rally for the Dr. Stewarts, as Johnson swings and misses, 2-1. So 2 RBI triple after a walk and a double. 2-1. It bounces in. 3 balls and 1 strike. Lizen, the right-hander from Redmond, a graduate this year. Winds and delivers. Johnson rockets the ball out towards left field, but it's dying quickly. Up and making the catch is Umshine for the final out. Well, one's left stranded after 2 hits, 2 runs, and no errors. We now head to the 4th. It is 3-2 the score. It is the Dirtbags with the lead, but the Ducks get 2 back, trailing by just 1. We'll see what they do on the other half of this break here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Looking to expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Washington Dirtbags, number 22, the left fielder, Clyde Umshine.
First pitch in the top of the 4th inning is swung on to miss, 0-1. Camden Hartzell on the mound. Clyde Umshide is at the plate, an RBI single, the first time up for Umshide. The left fielder swings and fouls off the pitch, falls behind, 0-2 to Hartzell. Hartzell came into the game in the 2nd inning for Riley Cheney, has done a pretty good job in innings 2 and 3, looking to keep it going and rolling here in the 4th. 3-2 the score. It's the Dirtbags with the lead. 0-2 pitch from Hartzell, a breaking ball, grounded towards the right side. Anderson waits, collects, and throws to first for out number 1.
Now batting for the Dirtbags, right fielder, number 21, Miles Trotter.
Brings up Miles Trotter. The right fielder had an RBI double a couple innings ago in the first. That was a part of the 3-run inning for the Dirtbags. So Trotter gets into the box. First pitch to him. It's taken for a strike, 0-1. So no balls and 1 strike from Hartzell. The right-hander nods, lines, and fires inside, 1-1. Hartzell back with the Dr. Stewarts after being a member of the team last season. 1-1 pitch, down and inside, 2-1. Last year, first on the team and starts with 7. Pitches fouled away, 2-2. Beard in 9 games through 28 innings, went 1-4 with a 5.00 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 14 walks, and 11 hit by pitches. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout for Hartzell. Picks up his 3rd K of the day. Brings up Tyler Questad, the catcher, with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 4th inning. Hartzell's first pitch is taken for a strike, 0-1. Questad, a pop-up to second base, his first time up. That ended the 1st inning. 0-1 pitch from Hartzell, cut on and miss. He gets ahead, 0-2. Cam looks dialed in today. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Oof, just inside. Defense was coming in towards the dugout. They'll have to get back into their defensive positions. 1-2. There you go. Called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hartzell. Another 1-2-3 inning. He's up to 4 Ks today, and we'll head to the bottom of the 4th with the score 3-2. It's the Dirtbags on top here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Club. 5:30 this afternoon, the Hillsdale Merchants and the Leadville 9. And finally tonight, 8 o'clock scheduled.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-2 the score. It's the Dirtbags on top of the Dr. Stewarts. Roseburg 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Looking to keep it going offensively and potentially tie the game and maybe take the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Batters 8, 9, and 1. Danner Wirtz, Ryan Shaver, and Paxton Burke. Special thanks to our sponsor, Southern Septic Service. Nobody sticks their nose in Southern Septic Service's business. Get a free, no-obligation estimate today for all your septic, grease trap, and portable toilet needs. Visit SouthernSepticServiceInc.com. So here's Danner Wirtz. Walk his first time up.
The Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, number 20, first baseman Danner Wirtz.
First baseman today gets into the box. Looking for his first hit. Takes the pitch up and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. So 3 runs in the first inning for the Dirtbags. 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd for the Dr. Stewarts. Camden Hartzell has calmed the storm. Innings 2, 3, and 4 on the mound. 1-0 pitch. Wirtz, he takes it low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 pitch. It is outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Three out of Wirtz. It is taken for strike 1. So 3-1 pitch upcoming to Wirtz. Incoming sophomore. Fouls back pitch, 3-2. Lyson getting ahead, or getting back in the at-bat, I should say. Lyson will wind. The payoff pitch. Wirtz flares it out towards right field. Charging in and sliding to make the grab in right field is Trotter for out number 1. Nice defensive play by the right fielder. Just a blooper towards right. He's able to charge in, slide, and make the play for an impressive opening out. So nobody on and 1 out for Ryan Shaver, the left fielder today. Hit by a pitch, his first time up. First pitch. Jam shot in the infield towards the right side at second base. It is Thompson who makes the catch for out number 2.
Back to the top of the order for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. The shortstop, number 7, Paxton Burke.
2 outs and nobody on. Top of the order back up. Third time through the order now for the Dr. Stewarts. Berkey's 0 for 2. A ground out to second and a ground out to the pitcher. And now he's 1 for 3 with a single to left field. Swinging at the first pitch. He reaches first base safely.
Up to bat for the Dr. Stewarts, number 4, second baseman Logan Anderson.
So here's Logan Anderson with a runner at first after the 3rd hit of the game for the Dr. Stewarts. Anderson an error in the first and a ground out in the 3rd. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. So Anderson looking to advance Burke. He's the tying run at first base. 3-2 the score. The Dirtbags with the lead in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 pitch is cut on and miss. 0-2. So no balls and 2 strikes to Anderson. Lies in on the mound. Just 1 strikeout. The 0-2 delivery. Fouled back. Burke was on the move. Again, Burke is the team leader in stolen bases this season with 7. No balls and 2 strikes. Anderson 0 for 2. Just 3 hits today for the Dr. Stewarts. 2 runs to show for it, though. Efficient hitting. The 0-2, Anderson, ground ball up the middle at second base. Thompson fields, and he taps on the second base bag for the final out. No one left stranded, no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We head to the 5th inning. It is 3-2, Washington with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Top of the 5th inning, it is 3-2-2. It is Washington with the lead. Dirtbags coming back up to the plate. Camden Hartzell still on the mound for the Dr. Stewarts here in the top of the 5th inning. It is the Papa's Pizza Tournament. Dr. Stewarts need a win today, trying to improve their record and figure out their seeding ahead of Sunday. Pitch is down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Alex Gillen, Quinn Larson, and Luke Thompson, 9-1 and 2 due up for the Dirtbags. 1-0 pitch. It is taken low, 2 balls and no strikes. Special thanks to our sponsor, Gibbs RV Superstore. You got to get to Gibbs, where RV means real value. 2-0 pitch. It's taken for a strike, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Hartzell. In for a strike, 2-2 again. Hartzell into the game for Riley Cheney. Back in the 2nd inning. Pitching changes this season brought to you by the Overhead Door Company of Roseburg. 2-2, ground ball right back to Hartzell off of his mitt, trying to collect it in time. He fields, he spins, he throws, and he beats Gillen at first base. A lot more energy than necessary, but he does his job and gets the out at first base. If your garage doors are broken or just need updating, make the call to the Overhead Door Company of Roseburg for a change. They also provide full-service repairs. Visit overheaddoor.com. Nobody on and 1 out for Quinn Larson, the one-hole hitter. He takes the pitch low, 1-0. Luke Thompson is on deck. On deck sponsor is the Blind Man. If you're feeling the heat, when you're on deck, contact the Blind Man, a Hunter Douglas Gallery dealer in Roseburg. 1-0 pitch, misses the zone, 2 balls and no strikes. They can help you with several patio shade options to beat the summer heat or other design options for your home. Visit blindmanroseburg.com for more details. Seems to be some sort of argument between the field umpire and the Doc's dugout. 2-0 pitch, popped foul behind the plate, 2-1. Hartzell with 4 strikeouts, only 1 base runner, but he's faced the minimum since coming in the 2nd inning. 2-1 pitch, and he had to wait. He was about set to throw a pitch to home plate, and I think Robbins was off balance or something. Times was called. The 2-1 delivery is knocked up the middle. On one hop, Burke, the shortstop field, throws towards first base and beats the runner, and Larson for out number 2. So a 6-3 ground out puts a second out on the board. 2 outs. Nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. 3-2. It's Washington with the lead against the Dr. Stewarts. Dirtbags versus Docs. Fun name matchup. Pitch is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Luke Thompson at the plate, a hit by a pitch and a run scored in the 1st. A strikeout swinging back in the 2nd. 1-0 pitch. It is looked at for strike number 1. 1 ball and 1 strike for Hartzell, who has kept the Docs in this game with his pitching on the mound. 1-1 pitch. Slider that's fouled away. 1-2. And I think they're going to say catcher's interference, and Robbins is shaken up. I think the bat hit his glove, and he's in a lot of pain at the plate. They're going to put Thompson at first base. I believe it was just a bat to the mitt. Robbins is going to take a practice pitch from Hartzell just to make sure he's okay and can firmly catch the ball. Seems to be okay. So instead of 1 ball and 2 strikes, it puts a runner at first base after the catcher's interference. First time I've seen that all season long. Two outs, a runner at first base. Out of the stretch, Hartzell fires a pitch that's fouled back, 0-1. Noah Vandervoort is at the plate, the O'Day product. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out his last time up, a walk and a run scored in the first. One of 3 runs that came in for the Dirtbags. Hartzell, a slider in for a strike, going 2. So Hartzell came into the game as a reliever in the second after a short outing for Riley Cheney. Just 1 inning pitch with 2 hits, 3 runs. Washington still with the 2 hits. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Hartzell. Breaking ball that's whacked down the right field line, and that's the first hit against Hartzell. Thompson is waved around third. The throw from Flora in right field comes all the way to the plate and up the third base line. In to score from first base is Thompson. It's a 2-out double, and the Dirtbags are back on the board. It is 4-2. First hit since the first inning for Washington, as it brings in Thompson after the catcher's interference. 2 outs, a runner at second, a 2-run game, 4-2 the score. Brennan Davia at the plate takes the first pitch for a strike from Hartzell, 0-1. So an RBI stretches the lead from 1-2. A little bit more breathing room for the Dirtbags. The 0-1 is found back, 0-2. Taking a look at the D.R. Johnson scoreboard update. 4 runs on 3 hits. 2 errors for Washington. 2 runs on 3 hits and 1 error for Roseburg. 0-2 pitch is a little bit low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. D.R. Johnson Lumber Co., a progressive family-owned company, proudly supporting our local youth. Come out and watch the Docs swing some lumber. D.R. Johnson making lumber since 1951. 1-2 pitch is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. An opportunity for Davia at the plate to stretch the lead back to 3. Runner in scoring position at second. A big lead, the 1-2. And it's a swing and a miss. Hartzell gets a strikeout to end the inning. Well, 1 left stranded after 1 hit in the inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's 4-2 the score. It is the Dirtbags with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
To expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning, it is 4-2 the score. It is the Dirtbags with the lead. Special thanks to our sponsor, Roseburg Country Club, established in 1922, offering an 18-hole course with excellent year-round playability. Find out more at roseburgcountryclub.com.
Roseburg Dr. Stewart. Number 14, Cal Robbins, the catcher.
So it brings up Cal Robbins, Daniel Withers on deck, and Taj Flora in the hole. Robbins, 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes from Sean Lisons. So Lisons still out there in the bottom of the 5th inning. Good stuff from the right-hander so far. He's only allowed a total of 3 hits. Robbins chops one towards the left side. Charging in is the third baseman Davia, and the throw to first beats Robbins for out number 1. 6-3 ground out brings up Daniel Withers as we continue the Heart of the Lineup. Heart of the Lineup brought to you by Floors by Design. Flooring is at the heart of every home, and Floors by Design is the premier location in Douglas County, offering the latest and greatest from the industry's leading manufacturers. Visit roseburgflooring.com for more information. Withers takes the first pitch. Misses, 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch to Withers is grounded towards the left side, and it's off a mitt and into left field. Would have been a tough play regardless. Probably goes down as a infield hit for Withers, who had a double and a run scored his last time up. He's 2 for 3 today. So 4th hit of the game for the Dr. Stewart. So they trail by 2 in the bottom of the 5th, and it brings up Taj Flora. Flora walked and scored in the 3rd. Dane St. Clair, who's on deck, a bases clearing RBI triple. Pitch is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Blind Man, the on-deck sponsor. If you're feeling the heat when you're on deck, contact the Blind Man, a Hunter Douglas Gallery dealer in Roseburg. They can help you with several patio shade options to beat the summer heat. Flora takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike, 1-1. They can also help you design other options for your home. You can visit blindmanroseburg.com for more details. Throw back towards first base, and Withers is back there safely. 1 ball and 1 strike. With 1 out in the bottom of the 5th, the Dr. Stewart's the home team today. Runner on the move, 1-1 pitch is fouled back by Flora, 1-2. Despite 3 errors by the Dirtbags today, Docs have not been able to capitalize. 1-2 pitch. Withers is at first base, and Flora takes it high. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Taj. Here's the pitch. Outside. 3-2. Beautiful day for baseball here in the South Willamette Valley. 3 balls, 2 strikes on a 72-degree and sunny day. Called strike 3. Flora couldn't believe it. Late strike call. He had already taken off his shin guard and was about to head towards first base. Next thing you know, he's rung up. It's a strikeout for Lysen. That's his 2nd strikeout. Both of them looking strikeouts. So 2 outs, a runner at first base for Dane St. Clair. 4-2 the score, as St. Clair will talk shop with Suster. 2 of them converging on the first base side. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on The Score. If you're listening on the radio, you can head over to 541radio.com. We got the live video simulcast up and rolling. Live video sponsor is the Cow Creek Tribe. Special thanks to them. They help us keep doing what we do. If you're watching online on YouTube, don't forget to like our video as well as subscribe. We'll have more Dr. Stewart's baseball coming up this weekend. The Docs have a game coming up tomorrow. And then on Sunday, to be determined when and who they play. Depends on how this game and the game tomorrow shakes out. Right at first, 2 outs. St. Clair swings and fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Tomorrow the game will be at 3 p.m. against the Portland Barbers. Barbers had a come-from-behind victory against Spanish Springs earlier today. St. Clair swings and misses, no balls and 2 strikes. Docs in Pool A with the Barbers, Spanish Springs, the Dirtbags, Portland Baseball Club, and the Ole Athletics. They play all but the Ole team, who are a single-A Legion Baseball Club. The 0-2, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lysen, as we'll head to the 6th after 1 hit, 1 left stranded, no runs, and no errors. Washington coming back up to hit, leading by 2 on the other half of this break here on 541radio.com and The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Top of the sixth inning, it is 1 ball and no strikes as the first pitch misses the zone from Camden Hartzell. 4-2 the score. It is Washington with the lead. Hartzell fires in a pitch that is in for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Batters 5, 6, and 7. Carter Smith, Clyde Umscheid, and Miles Trotter due up. 1-1 pitch. It is taken for strike 2. 4 runs, 3 hits. 2 errors for Washington, 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error for the Dr. Stewarts. 1-2 pitch, called strike 3. Another strikeout for Hartzell as he's up to 6 today. Puts the first out on the board here in the top of the 6th inning. Back-to-back strikeouts dating back to last inning for Hartzell. Clyde Umscheid will come to the plate, an RBI single in the first, and a ground out to second back in the third. Takes the first pitch low below the knees. 1 ball and no strikes. Umscheid, the left fielder, swings and misses. 1-1. Umscheid from Issaquah High School, a recent graduate. 1-1 pitch. It's taken for a strike. 1-2. Has bleach blonde hair. Wonder if that's still from the high school season or if they all bleach blonde their hair for this tournament as he gets hit by a pitch. So a hit by a pitch will put a runner at first base here in the top of the 6th inning. Brings up Miles Trotter, a double with an RBI in the first. A strikeout swinging back in the 4th. Sestair is coming out. We'll see if this is it for Hartzell or if it's just a conversation. Or maybe it's actually the 2 umpires discussing this call. Wonder if they're saying he leaned into it or didn't get out of the way.
We're in the top of the 6th inning.
Discussion between the 2 umpires. And I think they're just going to keep the runner at first base with a hit by pitch. 60 pitches so far for Hartzell. This will be pitch number 61, upcoming to Trotter. He looks to get a ground ball for a double play. Pitch is in for a strike, going 1. Ducks trailing by 2. Oh, 1 pitch. It's fouled away, 0-2. Hartzell. No double plays today. The Ducks defense hasn't had much action. Not a ton of base runners. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. Another beauty from Hartzell. He's up to 7 strikeouts today. 2 strikeouts in the inning. He's struck out 3 of the last 4 batters he's faced. 2 outs, a runner at first in this 4-2 ball game. And it brings up Tyler Questat, who struck out looking in the 4th. Swing and a miss at the first pitch he sees, 0-1. He's 0 for 2 with a pop up to second. No balls and 1 strike. Hartzell comes set. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Hartzell looks pretty determined after the hit by pitch, put a runner at first base. It was a 2-out rally last inning for the Dirtbags to score 1 run. 0-2 pitch, it's outside, and that advances the runner into scoring position. It gets past Robbins. Last inning, it was a catcher's interference and then a double by Noah Vandervoort to bring in a run. It was unearned to Hartzell. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the top of the 6th, the pitch from Hartzell. Breaking ball way outside. Gets past Robbins, and another wild pitch will put the runner at third base. Washington led by 3 after inning number 1. Kept the lead until the bottom of the 3rd. 2 runs came in for the Ducks. A scoreless 4th for both teams. 1 run in the top of the 5th for the Dirtbags. And Hartzell now has called strike 3. It's his 3rd strikeout of the inning as he leaves one stranding at first base. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the 1 left stranded. We head to the bottom of the 6th. The Ducks trailing by 2. You're on 541radio.com and the score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Bottom of the 6th inning. It is 4-2. It is Washington with the lead. Here at Swede Johnson Stadium, Nate Uretsky with you this afternoon. We got Dale Cranford back in studio, doing a great job with production as always. Jake Johnson, Danner Wirtz, and Ryan Shaver do up batters 7, 8, and 9. As the Ducks trail by 2, looking to get the offense up and rolling. They've been held scoreless the last 2 frames after bringing in 2 on a couple of doubles in the 3rd. Johnson stands in. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout to left field. First pitch from Sean Lysons is a chopper towards the third base side, and they say it's off the foot of Johnson, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Jake. .70 pitches for Lyson. The 0-1. Ground ball up the middle, backhanded at second base by Thompson. The throw to first in time. 1 away. 1 out, nobody on for Danner Wirtz. He's hitless, a walk and a pop-up.
Now batting number 7, first baseman Danner Wirtz.
Wirtz swings and misses, 0-1. Wirtz a pop-up to right field. His first time, or rather last time up. A walk before that as he takes the pitch for a strike, 0-2. Lyson had 2 strikeouts to end last inning. Up to 3 today. Gets had, no balls and 2 strikes. The right-hander rocks and fires. Called strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout to Wirtz. 2 up, 2 down to begin the bottom of the 6th for the Ducks offensively. 4 strikeouts for the right-hander and Lyson. Brings up Ryan Shaver, a hit by a pitch and a pop-up. Shaver from Umpqua Christian. Teammates with Deacon Sprague there. He was our Evergreen Family Medicine player interviewee today. Pitches inside, 1-0. Evergreen Family Medicine. Expect the unexpected at Evergreen Family Medicine, serving Roseburg, Myrtle Creek, and Sutherland. 1-0 pitch. Shaver pops it in the air out towards right field, and it drifts out of play. Evergreen offers more than traditional primary care. You can always expect more from Evergreen. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 6th in this 2-run game. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. 1-2. Excellent tournament this week with 10 teams participating. Make it a total of 12 teams participating. 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Just gets a piece of it. Pool A, the challengers. Team from Alaska, the Hillsdale Merchants, Rose City Baseball, Post 58 Crushers, and the Northwest Pinnacle team. Then Pool B, the Barbers, Spanish Springs, Dirtbags, Doc Stewart's Baseball Club, and the Ole Athletics. Pitches inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Shaver. So full count pitch upcoming. Doc's looking for a 2-out rally. The payoff pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. A strikeout for Lyson, as that'll do it for the Dr. Stewarts. 2 more strikeouts offensively, as we'll now head to the top of the 7th inning. The score is 4-2. It is the Dirtbags with the lead here on 541radio.com and the Score at 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Looking to expand your portfolio? Consolidate your investments with Palm Wealth Management. Our trusted team makes it easy to diversify and track your investments. Let Palm Wealth Management coordinate your financial strategy. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
When it comes to finances, it can be hard to know what's in your best interest. Experience the strength of advice at Palm Wealth Management. From education and estate planning to retirement and the unexpected, we can help. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Leading off the top of the 7th inning for the Washington Dirtbags, number 44, Alex Gillen, center fielder.
First pitch in the top of the 7th inning comes outside from Camden Hartzell. 1 ball and no strikes here in the top of the 7th. Dirtbags leading by 2 as the pitch is fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike to Alex Gillen, followed by Quinn Larson and Luke Thompson. 9-1-2 back up to the plate. Hartzell winds and fires the 1-1 pitch in for a strike. 1-2. Hartzell with 8 strikeouts. But the Docs trailing 4-2 in the top of the 7th, trying to keep it a 2-run game before the offense's last chance. Gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. 9 strikeouts for Hartzell. That one a little bit nonchalant. But he's on a roll. He's struck out now 5 of the last 6 batters he's faced. Breaking ball in the zone. Strike 1 to Larson. Hit by a pitch, reached on an air, and a ground out thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ground ball off towards the left side. Fielding it as Burke, the shortstop, sidearms it to first. Out number 2. 2 up, 2 down to begin for the Dirtbags, and it brings up Luke Thompson. Washington 3 runs in the first. Held scoreless until the 5th, added an extra run in the 5th. Each team no runs in the 6th, and now the 7th. Doc scoring 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch to Thompson, popped in the air out towards shallow center field. St. Clair charges in. Burke will actually make the catch. And it's 3 up, 3 down inning for Camden Hartzell. He's been phenomenal today. So we'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Docs trying to get something going offensively, trailing by 2. Need 2 runs or more on the other half of this break. Here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Brook Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with Lotus Media Group, LLC.com.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Bottom of the 7th inning, top of the order, 2 up for the Dr. Stewarts. Trailing by 2, trying to come from behind in the bottom of 7. Paxton Burke, Logan Anderson, and Cal Robbins facing off against Sean Lysons, who's done a great job so far for the Dirtbags. Looking for the complete game performance at 86 pitches. His 87th pitch is in for a strike. Ooh, looked above the zone, but it gets it on the outside upper corner to Burke. Burke a single his last time up. That was in the 4th inning. 0-1 pitch. Down in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Doc's looking to get things going offensively. Just the 2 runs in the 3rd inning. It was a 2-out rally. A double, a walk, and a triple to bring in 2 runs. The triple going to Dane St. Clair. 1-1 pitch. It's up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lyson will wind. 2-1 pitch. Burke fouls it away. 2-2. Lyson has 5 strikeouts. 4 of them to the last 5 batters he's faced. Again has 2 strikes. Here to Burke. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside. And the count goes full. And the Dr. Stewarts will be back in action tomorrow against the Portland Barbers. We'll have the live video simulcast brought to you by Cow Creek Tribe starting at 2:45. Burke ground ball between the wickets of the pitcher. Diving play by Thompson. He gets up, throws to first, and he beats Burke. Incredible play from Thompson as he was able to dive and field it despite the ball going right between the legs of Lyson. And he gets up and throws to first to beat the speedy Burke for out number 1. One out, nobody on for Logan Anderson. Hitless, reached on an error in the first. Ground out twice since. Takes the first pitch, up and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Docs with just 3 hits today offensively. Scratch that, 4 hits today offensively as Anderson fouls it off himself, 1-1. They had the 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 5th. That's it. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards third, and it's into left field. Davy at third base couldn't field the rocket of a line drive on 1 hop from Anderson. So another hit will put a runner at first base for the Docs. First hit of the game for Anderson, and it now brings up Cal Robbins, who could change this game with just 1 swing of the bat. He's got some serious pop at the plate. Runner at first, 1 out. Docs trailing by 2. Robbins swings and fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Snowballs and 1 strike to Robbins. Docs looking for a come-from-behind victory in the 7th inning. They did so earlier this week against Eugene at home. Taken down on the way, 1-1. They trailed 5-1. And the bottom of the 7th inning, 2 runs came in with the bases loaded. Dane Sinclair, a walk-off grand slam. They were the comeback kids then. Can they do so again here at the Papa's Pizza Tournament? 1-1 pitch is high, 2-1. Daniel Withers is on deck. Robbins back in the box. Out of the stretch, Lizen fires. Robbins pops it out of play behind us. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, high. 3-2. Full count pitch up coming to Robbins. Bottom of the 7th, 4-2. Washington with the lead. Robbins grounds a ball towards the left side. Softly hit. Davia Fields throws to first. It's a one-hopper. And it beats Robbins for the second out. Advancing to second base is Anderson. 2 outs, a runner in scoring position. But a 2-run game in the bottom of the 7th. Daniel Withers trying to keep the game alive for Roseburg.
Now batting number 10, designated hitter Daniel Withers.
Withers the DH today. 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. A double and a single. 101 pitches for Lizen. Anderson leads off from second base. First pitch to Withers. Takes it high. 1-0. Lizen's 1-0 pitch. Withers pops it up behind the plate and into the bleachers. 1-1. Docs with 5 hits, looking for a 6th hit to keep the game alive. Still not done just yet. 1 out to work with. Try to score 2 runs. 1-1 pitch. In for strike 2. Breaking ball that catches the upper outer corner. Dr. Stewart's down to their final strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lizen looks back towards second, kicks and fires. The 1-2 pitch is up and inside, 2-2. Certainly who you want up at the plate today, the way that he's been swinging the bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch, called strike 3. Lizen puts an exclamation point on this one. He's fired up as the Docs go down 4-2 on this 4th of July. Tough one for Roseburg. 3 runs in the first inning, and after Riley Cheney came out of the game, just 1 more extra run for the Dirtbags. A really good outing from Canvin Hortzel out of the bullpen. So 4-2 the final. It's Washington with the victory, and the Docs pick up another loss. We got the post-game show coming up in just a few moments. 3-minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
D.R. Johnson Lumber Company, a forward-thinking family company, has been operating in the Douglas County community for over 60 years. Founded by Don R. Johnson, the man who set the tone of commitment to these local communities by providing stable, long-term employment. D.R. Johnson Lumber Company understands the significance of investing in our youth because they are the foundation of our future. That's why they're a proud supporter of Roseburg Doc Stewart's. Come watch the Docs swing some lumber with D.R. Johnson Lumber Company. Go Docs!
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Final score is 4-2. It is Washington with the victory against the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. The Dirtbags now 14-15 on the season. The Dr. Stewarts, they are 10-12. A tough loss for Roseburg today. And with that, it's another loss to their name here at the Papa's Pizza Tournament. So the Dr. Stewarts unfortunately drop this one by a score of 4-2. 4 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Dirtbags. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. As we take a look at the D.R. Johnson Lumber Co. scoreboard update, a progressive family-owned company proudly sporting our local youth. Come out and watch the Docs swing some lumber. D.R. Johnson making lumber since 1951. So the Docs drop this one. Updated look at the standings. The Spanish Springs team is now 2-1. The Barbers 3-0 so far. The Dirtbags are 2-1. The Dr. Stewarts are 1-2. And Portland, the baseball club, they are facing off against the Ole Athletics. That one was played at 10:30 a.m. I'll have to look and see if I can find a score real quick for you. But the Ole Athletics and Portland Baseball Club were competing earlier. That's a big one towards the end of the... it was 13-0 for the Portland Baseball Club. So it's a big one in terms of the bottom of the standings. So the Athletics are now 0-3. They would be the 6th team, and they would be out. The Dr. Stewarts, they find themselves in the 4th spot right now. They already beat the Portland Baseball Club in game number 1. So right now they are in 4th place. The Dirtbags are in 3rd place, tied with Spanish Springs, maybe tied for 2nd place, I should say. Spanish Springs, they're facing off against the Ole Athletics tomorrow. Washington against the Portland Baseball Club. So a lot to be determined tomorrow, depending on where the Docs end up. They could potentially be in the 10 a.m. game on Sunday if they finish in the 4 seed. That would be here at Swede Johnson Stadium, but if they finish in 5th or if they finish in 3rd, they'd be at 10 a.m. or 12:30 a.m. on Sunday at Hamlin Sports Complex in Springfield. So that's the updated standings. For this one, Riley Cheney went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, a walk and 2 hit by pitches. 3 runs came in the 1st inning. After that point, Camden Hartzell came in, pitched 6 really good innings. Allowed just 2 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. It came after a catcher's interference call. No walks, just 1 hit by pitch, and 9 strikeouts for Hartzell. Really good stuff from the right-hander, the former Roseburg Indian. Sean Leisen went the distance, 7 innings pitched with 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. Dane St. Clair was 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Daniel Withers was 2 for 4 with a single and a double. On the other side, it was an RBI double by Noah Vandervoort, as well as an RBI single by Clyde Umscheid and Miles Trotter with an RBI double. Docs dropped this one by a final score of 4-2. They'll be back in action tomorrow afternoon. We'll have the pregame show, again brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe, streaming online at 541radio.com, or you can listen on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Pregame show starting at 2:45 tomorrow. The Docs versus the Barbers. They dropped both of them to the Barbers up in Portland, and now they look to come away with a victory tomorrow to improve their spot in the standings here at the Papa's Pizza Tournament. 4-2 the final. Special thanks to everybody that made this broadcast possible. To our producer back in studio, Dale Cranford. I'm Nat Uretsky saying so long from Eugene. We'll see you tomorrow for more Docs